Hello, this is your MC Cassie B reporting to do another podcast. I think this will be our fourth podcast so far. And in this podcast, I think we will continue answering questions as we did last time. And just talk about how life's going. I realize that these podcasts are a little bit like a blog or a vlog or something like that. I'm just going to start talking about my life and what I aim for and where I feel I'm at and things like that. I realize when I have a busy day and I'm tireder, I seem to feel more anxiety, more a feeling of not wanting to do something, even if I've done it a million times, So I'm just gonna try to get comfortable doing this and enjoy it, and I think this is gonna be a whole lot of fun. Let's see. Let's start off with the questions. Question 1. Are you into podcasts or do you only listen to music? I think I'm into podcasts a lot. I really like podcasts that don't really have they have a topic, but they don't have a theme they stick to. It's really easy to listen to them and relaxing when it's just kind of two people talking, because you don't really have to at all times pay attention to it fully. You can do something else, you can draw, you can get some work done, but you have that background noise that is sometimes relaxing. And I do listen to a lot of music. I've been listening to more music, but I do also watch podcasts. So I think that answers that question. And this is going to be, you can also answer these questions if you feel obliged to, because it's, fun. Do you have a favorite holiday? Why or why not? My favorite holiday, I enjoy all holidays because it's kind of like time off and time to relax and hopefully a break. Hopefully you get a break. Some holidays I've ended up working and and that's fine too, but I don't know. I actually like working holidays if you're working with other people, but I can understand how it can be stressful. But my favorite holiday is most likely Christmas. Christmas just feels like a lot of fun. When you're a child, it's what you're excited for all year. And Christmas is really nice. And as I grow older, I will probably, I feel like I'm starting to, right now, feel like the real reason of Christmas, the birth of Christ, and just being able to kind of relish in that and kind of think it through a little bit. That was really an important event. Yes. Question. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? If I could only eat one food for the rest of my life. When my father was still alive, he made really good Italian food. It was so it was so like professional. Even at really great Italian restaurants, I've never had food that good. So when he died, even though he wasn't a person that I really wanted to be around, that was something that died with him from my childhood. Just like exceptional food, exceptional Italian food. And yeah, I was blessed to be able to, like, I didn't get to see him before I died, but one of my siblings visited him, and he brought home food that he had made at his apartment, my father's food. And I got to try it once more, and that was extremely special to me. So that's my favorite type of food. I really enjoy cooking, though, and I want to grow in that. That's something that this week I've been really, into, really, like, 1 minute. Yeah, sorry about that. Somebody called me. I forget what I was talking about, so I'm gonna go continue on. Yeah, this might be a shorter podcast. I'm enjoying doing it, but I feel like it's a little forced today. And I want to continue doing this because I enjoy it, but I also have to respect that I've had a busy day and I'm tired, and sometimes things just add up. I think we can talk about that for a little while and see if I get any more energy. Yeah, I think it's important to know your limits, and important to know that we all have limits. We see people on social media and such doing these amazing things, and we think to ourselves, if I ever want to do that, I can't take a break. I have to practice. And yeah, that can be really detrimental to the way we live, and the way, we need to recover from the day. We need to recover from the week. We need to make sure that we are giving ourselves time to, get back to, we go through the day, and through the day we have some hard experiences, and that puts our, our self-discipline, everything, our emotions up. So at one point, maybe something was so difficult, and now we're at 10. The only way we're going to come back to 1 or 0 is giving ourselves time and understanding that we need to take a break. So I want to acknowledge that for myself. So this one may be shorter. And I think it's good that I'm honest about that. But I do want to answer a few more questions. Do you like going to the movies or prefer watching at home? When I was young, I really liked going to the movies because my grandmother would take me and my siblings, and she would take us to lunch after, and she just really nurtured us, and we didn't always get that, and that was hard, but she was so nice. I can remember 2 or 3 instances where she took us to the movies, and it's just like, those will always be in my memory, and that's so fun. So, to answer that question, I think nowadays, I would prefer to stay home because you just save so much money. But when you go to a movie with somebody, it's just so much fun, and I think you remember that movie better because of the experience. But I think I would like to stay home now. Let's see. In the summer, would you rather go to the beach or go camping? I think if I had a nice group to go with, I would like to go camping. I like the beach too, and I've had some of the best times in my life, at the beach with friends. But I really, I want to go for a weekend. I don't want to just go for a day. I want to go, have s'mores and, grill and sleep in tents and, yeah, just enjoy other people's company. So I really like camping. Yeah. Some of these questions are very weird from the these are questions, I think they were get to know you questions that I just printed off of online, like, I don't know, I think it was like Women's Health or something. And some of them are really strange, like, what's your favorite sleeping position? And what age were you when you had your first celebrity crush? It's like, if you were trying to get to know me with these questions, I think I'd be a little like, where is this conversation going? Like, how do you branch off of that? Oh, my celebrity crush was blank, and I was this age. The weather's pretty good outside. Want to talk about that? What's one thing that can instantly make your day better? I think for me that would be journaling. I think it's so good to be able to do that. I didn't start doing that until this year, really. But it helps me so much to remember the things that I need to get done, and it helps me so much to kind of fix some of the problems in my life or just rearrange them more. Like, yeah. So I think that's something that I don't think there's an instant fix for anything, but I do think that, with time, maybe give me an hour or two or an hour, something like that. And journaling will really improve my mood, even less than that. But if I have a day off, I want to journal so much. And that's so much fun. Let's see. So that's the end of the questions for today. I didn't do exactly 10. I forget how many. I think maybe 7. So I'm done with those, but I'd like to read my horoscope. I think I have it right here. Let's see. And this is the Pisces horoscope. Just be yourself. Do your own thing and enjoy what life has to offer. Refuse to get into an emotional spat with someone who isn't trustworthy or refuses to look out for your best interests. And I think that's a really good one. Sometimes when I get my horoscopes, I won't save them. When I save them, I cut them out and put them in my journal. But sometimes they just don't really seem to, make me say, wow. So I won't. But this one was really great. I think it's important to just be yourself. And, if people can't accept you for you, sometimes you have to think about that too. Sometimes you have to look prospectively and say, why doesn't this person like me? But if you are doing the right things, you shouldn't have to feel guilty about that. Sometimes it's good to be like, oh, I haven't been the nicest. Wow, I can see now why that person doesn't like me. But, yeah, internally and externally, there's a lot of things we want to fix about ourselves. We should want to keep improving, especially to have a mindset of it's better not to fight with people. It's better not to get into an emotional spat. Because I found that most of the time it's not worth it. It's not worth it to, it's not worth it to really argue. There's not too many things that you have to be so strong about that getting into even a verbal battle sometimes isn't the greatest. There's a lot of little things each day that we could fight about till the cows come home, but I don't think that gives you anything at the end of the day. There's a lot to be mad about, but others are out dancing as you're holding a grudge. So, yeah. And that doesn't mean that everyone gets mad sometimes. It's going to happen because we're not perfect and we don't live in a perfect world. But, yeah. Sometimes it's such an overwhelming feeling of pride when you let something go, when you're the bigger person. And I think that's important. Yeah. Right now, I am learning guitar, and I'm actually going to play it after I'm done with this podcast. And I think it's coming together. Sometimes it takes a long time to feel like it's becoming a habit or easier. For me, it's things stay hard for so long, like when you're learning something new. It's just so hard, but it finally feels like it's becoming a little easier. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. And it feels like a lot of things are becoming easier, like making phone calls and doing, that stuff you have to do to keep your world spinning. And, drawing and getting the activities that aren't work-related into my life. Because sometimes it's so easy to just forget about those because we have so much work, to put them to the sidelines, and then we look back and we're like, I'm really, really disappointed I didn't get to do that. I'm really disappointed that I didn't have time in my day for that. Yeah, so I think it's important to try to fit them in, even if it's just 15 minutes. Sometimes that's all you need to feel that, I don't know, maybe it's passion, that feeling. You get accomplishment. You feel really good about yourself. You feel really good at the end of the day. You're like, I'm making what I want to happen. And that's kind of how I feel about this podcast. Like, even though I'm tired, I'm making what I want to happen. I'm doing it with joy. I'm really happy to be here, and I hope you are as well. Even though we don't have any viewers or anything, that doesn't matter to me. The thing that matters to me is that I'm doing it. You know, someday maybe people will watch this in the future. You know, it's going to be a long road to that. But I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing that I need to do to feel that sense of accomplishment. Maybe I'm not, maybe I don't know everything there is to know about how to do this in a good manner, but I'm doing great. Yeah, a lot of good self-talk. So, I think for today, I am through. I am very tired. Hopefully, I can do this more. I can do this more next week. I want to try to do it longer, but if I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. But in the end, I feel like I got that momentum I wanted. I got that feeling. So we'll just say goodbye. I'm going to yell. So 1, 2, 3, whatever it takes. Thank you.